Hi everybody, it's Wanda. I hope everybody has a blessed Friday today and everything goes great. I'm having a gorgeous day, thank God. And today I want to show you a special recipe that my mom used to make for us kids when we were younger. And it's going to be some macaroni and chicken in the red sauce. So I'm going to start, I have my chicken here and I already cut and fixed it up. But I left one without being cut up. So I could show you what you're gonna get in the store. If you buy chicken thighs, these are chicken thighs, okay? So if you buy them in the store, they're gonna come with it all fat and not pleasant looking. So I'll show you what I do. I like to just take out the extra fat, like that. All the yellowish fat or the white fat, I take it all out. And see, I turn it around. This is what I take out. I think that's the saturated fat for me. I don't know, I'm just saying it, but I think that fat is bad. So whatever you see that's like yellow and not pleasant looking, just take it all out, okay? So that's what I did. I cleaned them all. You can see all my chicken is nice and clean. Now, has fat over here, but this is clean. Now, I consider this clean because I took off all that extra fat. Now, what I like to do is I like to take the chicken thigh and I like to cut it into 3 pieces. So I'll put it like this and I'll cut a piece off like that. I leave the skin on. I like the skin. There's a lot of collagen in the skin. It melts down to nothing and it's really good. And the other one, I just turn it over and I'll do another cut right here. Again, this part has the chicken skin on it and it's fine. It's just a little piece of thin. If you don't like it, you could take it off. You could save it, put them in the freezer, and one day fry them like chicharrones, like fried pork skins. That's a good recipe. So here we go. We're left with this piece only. So this is the piece that has the most nutrients, not only because it's the fat is removed from here, but because it's the bone. The bone gives the bone broth to whatever taste that you're whatever taste you want. So try not to cut too much because then you're gonna have nice pieces of meat that you're just gonna throw away. So get it nice and clean, and there, I'll put it to the side. Now let me show you what I'm gonna do next. Let me put this aside, and I want to wash my hands real quick. Okay, so I washed my hands, and I'm going to show you which macaroni I'm going to use. Okay, I'm going to use this macaroni. It's the large Rigatonis. I love this macaroni, and when my mom used to make it with chicken, that was the best. So I'm making larger Rigatonis, and I'm having them with chicken. I have my sofrito out, salt, pepper, sazon, and a little adobo, and just a little extra fresh garlic that I crush and freeze, so that whenever I want a little extra robust, it's right here. Okay, so what I do need to do is I need to move this chicken over, and I'm a very savvy shopper. I try to be very frugal in what I do, and I always look for sales, and these pastas were only $1 where I bought them. So I stocked up as many I can get, 10, 15. Again, the same thing with these tomato sauces. Regular stores will charge you $3, $4 for them. Now, these were only $1 if you buy 12. They were 12 for 12. So they were, it was worth buying it. You have to admit. I bought a whole bunch of them. If you could see, they're all down here. And I just keep them there for whenever I need them. They're always handy, and they're always good to have. Always stock up when you can. Now, I lit that stove over there on that side so that I could just use the match just in case my stove doesn't cooperate, which it doesn't sometimes. So I'm just gonna start it off. Okay, there we go. And I just put a pot of water here so I could start boiling my macaroni. Now, the sauce that I brought, I don't know if maybe that's why they had it on sale, because they were diced. See? They were diced. with basil and garlic and oregano. And you know, sometimes it doesn't sell like gas as well as the sauce itself. So when you see them for 12 for 12, just buy them. You'll always have them. And excuse me. And if you don't like the chunks, you really don't have to use the chunks. You could take them and just put them in the blender, like so. Put them in the blender and turn them into sauce yourself. I mean, if that's what you want, you know, to have sauce. Some people don't mind the big chunks. Well, sometimes I do. So I'm just gonna plug this in and I'm gonna chop this up. Or rather, I'm gonna blend it all up. Really quick, it only takes like about a minute. Not even a minute. Okay, there we go. So, see, you buy the diced, but you can work with it. Let me put this aside. You buy the diced and you can work with it, and it's better in the long run. Okay, let's get this sauce off of here. All right, so I'm gonna bring out my big pot. Since I showed you how I cut the chicken is all washed and clean, I'm gonna take my big pot and I'm gonna put it there. And what I want to start with is my sofrito, which is onion, garlic, peppers, cilantro, French garlic, recao, a lot of good veggies go in here, seasonings and veggies. So I'm gonna take about a spoonful because I want the sauce to be really hearty, and all these peppers, onions, great start to it. So what I do is I just take it, and when it's melted, I just lay it flat. After I prepare it in the blender, I lay it flat. So when I want a piece, I'll just snap, and I'll get nice chunks. But this one I had out for a few minutes, so it's kind of soft, but the same thing. See, I'll just put it back together since it's soft. And then when I need a piece, I'll just snap it off. All right, so let's get rid of this. Okay, now, so we have our sofrito in here, and I'm just gonna wait until this goes down a little. I really don't want to put a lot of oil in that. Let me check my lighting. Oh, okay, going good. So I don't want to put a lot of oil in this, so I'm just gonna put like maybe half of one of these spoons, and that's just to help cook the sofrito a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna cook the sofrito, and I'm waiting for that to boil. I didn't put anything in it, but I am gonna add a little salt to my water, and I'm gonna add a little oil to my water. Not much, just a little. I don't know if it's a myth or not that if you don't put oil, your pasta would stick. I don't know all about that, but I guess when you're used to doing something, when you're used to doing something a certain way, or you were taught that to do that, put a little oil in the pot, put a little salt, so it stays with you. So this is quite good. My sofrito's cooking. This is the first thing you want to cook is your sofrito. After you cook your sofrito, you could throw in the chicken. We'll throw in the chicken, and then we'll throw seasonings on it, and then the last step would be the tomato sauce. And then we'll just cover it up and let it cook for, I would say about 20 to 25 minutes, because the pieces are so small. See, this is the bone part, and this is the other side that I cut, which is just a piece of chicken, you know, right here. There you go, like this. See, that's a piece of chicken. So it's easy to feed the kids that way if you have kids in the house. So, like I said, I'm just cooking this like if it was onion, garlic, peppers, cilantro, and a whole bunch of other things. I made a video, if you want to go watch it. I made sofrito in my mom's house, so you could see what I add and how I make it, put it together, and you can have your own sofrito, okay? I shared the delicious recipe. This is like the base of everything that you're going to use right here. because that's all your spices that you have. And those were all fresh spices. I mean, I had them in the freezer. So once I took them all and cleaned them up, put them in the blender, and I freeze them. So this is good. This is what I want. Just for it to sizzle down. So after I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw my chicken in here. And I'm going to give that a little mix so it could get incorporated with my sofrito. And it could start, you know, like cooking down the chicken a little. So this is what I do. And then I'll just wait a few minutes. Basically, that's it. Such a simple recipe and such great results because it's so delicious. I'm sure your children love it. I mean, it's just like having pasta and sauce and chicken on the side. Chicken on the side. Okay, so we're waiting on this, and once I season all this, then I'll throw in my tomato sauce. I'm just gonna give this a quick rinse so I don't have to leave it for anybody to get hurt. Okay, so I hear it sizzling, and that's about to boil. You just want to cook this for a little bit, not a lot, just to get all of it incorporated and for, you know, the chicken to turn a little white. Like, see, it's not pink anymore. You just do it a few minutes. I would say about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and you know, you should start already seeing changing color. You want it to get a little white. Once you see that it's white, it's ready to add the sauce to it. See, like this one. And this one is pink. Just give it a few minutes. When I start to see that it turns white, then I will throw in the seasonings and my sauce and cover it up. Forget about it. And just let it do its thing. Okay, so like I said, we're waiting on that. Before we throw the ingredients in, I can start opening my bag because that'll soon be coming to a boil. Let me get a scissor. Okay, so my bag is open, and they're nice fat rigatoni noodles. I like when the sauce and pieces of chicken go in there. Usually I make a bag and a half if there's a lot of people, but I'm only feeding 3 now. So 3 people, and there'll be leftovers. My family loves leftovers. Everything tastes better the next day. Most of the things taste better the next day, but yeah, this is good. See that? And my flame is as high as it's gonna be. So it's just a matter of patience. There's a lot of chicken in there. Okay, enough playing with it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I hope everybody gives me a follow and a like. Hope you share this recipe because it's gonna be delicious. And if you tried any of my recipes, then you know what I mean. They are really good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Hear it? That's the sound that I wanted. Some percolating action going on there. Okay, see, it's turning white. That's what I wanted. Just, this is a good sign right here. Not all of it's gonna be all white, but see, you still have a lot of pieces of meat that have like full-blown sofrito on them. So you just want to incorporate it, even though it will eventually get incorporated. I'm excited. That was the cover to this pot. I think I just placed it wrong. I'm sorry I placed it wrong. I'll put it right here for now. Okay, so this is good now. I think this is fine. So I'm going to start adding my ingredients right on top of it. So I'm going to add some salt. I would say about 2 tablespoons or maybe 1 tablespoon of salt, just a little bit. Okay, remember you're not only seasoning the chicken, but you're gonna season the sauce. So, and the sauce I'm sure has salt. I'm gonna put a little adobo in mine, not a lot, just about like a teaspoon of it or palm size. That's it. That's plenty. Now I have some pepper here. Okay, so let's throw some pepper on it. Okay, that's good pepper. My daughter was here. She said, "Mom, more pepper. Didn't you put enough?" I'm like, "That's enough." So I have my little sazon, and this one has achote. Remember, two sazons. One is for achote. One is with achote. Achote means these little beans that they're like little seeds or beans, and they're red. And usually you put them in oil, and it makes the oil turn red. It's more like a food coloring, I would think. The achote. Okay, so we got achote in there, and I'm just gonna throw a little extra garlic just because. There, I think that should be. No, you know what? This is only like a tablespoon maybe of garlic. Yes, I just popped that little cup. Okay, that's it. I used the whole thing. And I think that there's like 2 tablespoons in this cup. Let me throw that away. Wash my garlic fingers. And that is cooking up really nicely. You hear that? That's the sound I want. Let's throw this cap out and this packaging out. And the lighting is good. Alrighty then. The lighting is good. So, the waiting game. No waiting game. You're just gonna mix all this up. And as soon as you have all those ingredients incorporated everywhere, like that. Oh, I love spaghetti and chicken and spaghetti and macaroni. One of my faves. One of my favorite dishes. And the sofrito is good because, I mean, you don't have to be cutting up peppers and onions and garlic and cilantro and all those veggies. You don't have to be cutting them all every time you cook. If you buy a whole bunch and you cut them into pieces and you put them into a blender and you blend them, you could put a little oil in them as they're blending. You add some oil and you could just make bags and freeze them. So simple. And you're not using like dry ingredients like you would buy oregano or parsley or any other, ingredients, any of the seasonings and stuff. So this is good. You see how my chicken all turns like a nice white color? That's good. So now what I'm going to do is I want to throw sauce in there. I like them really saucy, so yes, I'm going to use that whole can. And I don't know how many ounces that was, but it's good. This doesn't need any water. You don't add any water to it. You just add tomato sauce because the chicken lets out a lot of water. And you don't want it too watery. So this is nice. Okay. So once you have all this mixed up and incorporated, there isn't anything else you could do to it except just let it cook on its own. So I'm just gonna let it cover. I'm just gonna cover it and I'm gonna let it come to a boil. And once it comes to a full boil, then I'll lower the heat to medium or like a medium low, and then just let it cook on its own for like a good 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Again, pieces are really small, so they won't take that long. And it looks like a lot of chicken now, but later on, like I said, it shrinks a little and you get a lot of water. You don't need any water, so I'm gonna cover this up now. And it's waiting. And my noodles are, my pasta water is already coming to a boil. So let's throw this in. I'm not sure if I needed a bigger pot, but we shall see. Let's use the spoon and just give it a quick little mix. Okay, so we have this cooking, we have that cooking, and we're gonna wait a little while and I'll be back, okay? Okay, this macaroni is almost done. It's been boiling there for like a good 8 minutes. About 8 minutes. I think it's done. I'm just gonna leave it sitting in the water for now. And I'm gonna uncover this and let's see what's going on here. Now, with this recipe, you can tell when your food is almost ready because you start seeing oil. That the meat is releasing some of the oil, so you know it's almost ready. It smells so good. You can call this stewed chicken. I guess you can call it stewed chicken. So this still needs a little while longer, so I'm just gonna cover it up again and we're gonna leave it for another about 10 to 15 minutes, only because I want the chicken to be really soft and, you know, fall off the bone kind of soft. And I want the sauce to cook a little more because I'm not happy with the consistency. It's too watery, but it will get thicker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that there for now, and I'm gonna cover this up and wait another 15 minutes, okay? And then we'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back, and we need to check this chicken out because it smells, the whole house it smells so good. Look at that. See the oil that it accumulates on the side? You could just take it out if you want to. You don't have to have it in your food. So you could just take out the oil, the extra oil, or you could leave it. But usually I take it out. See, because you're going to see oil forming there on the top. So easy to take out with a spoon. So, and you don't want to take it all out, but you do want to take out most of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out most of it so my macaroni and chicken won't be oily. I didn't want it oily. I want it saucy. Okay, this is just about done. Okay, I think that's good enough. I took out like 3 spoons, and this looks really nice. Delicious. And the sauce did get thicker now. You could see it's like more heartier. You could see heartier sauce. It's like more, a little bit more condensed. So what I like to do now is that's condensed, and this is perfect just the way I want it. The texture, everything, and the chicken is all ready. So what I like to do is turn it off, stop boiling, and I'm gonna throw in my macaroni. Okay, yes, I have a strainer. I don't know why I don't want to use it, but if this works for me, I use it. Sometimes it's convenient. I can swirl it all around, take the water out of all of it there like that. Okay, you don't want any water in it. Okay, so take my pasta and I'll just put it in there. Okay, strain my pasta. All the water out, like that. You could turn it this way. Make sure there's no pasta. There you go. See, you can find more pasta water there. Like that. Okay. Put my pasta in there. You could say I overcooked it a little bit, but it'll be fine. I'm not going to cook it anymore. Good what it is already. And I like pieces like this. Those pieces are nice too. Little straps. Okay, so I'm almost done, and I shut this off for a reason, because this macaroni is gonna sop up all the liquid, and it's gonna become like really kind of sticky macaroni. Sticky, you can call it sticky macaroni, and I can't see anymore, but doesn't mean there isn't any more. I'm just gonna grab this pan real quick, this little Where is my light on? Yes, okay. So I'm just gonna grab my little pot holder here, and I'm gonna drain this in the sink and see if there's anything left over. I'll be back. Okay, see, just what I said. There was a few pieces, not many, but gotta be frugal. There you go. So, like, what I like to do is I just like to bring the meat up and bring the pasta down. Bring the meat up, bring the pasta down, just like that. It broke apart, but it's okay. Macaroni and chicken, it's gonna be chewed up anyway. Not everything is pretty you put in your mouth. You eat a lot of messy stuff, though. You know what? This works for me, and you might say it has too much water, but that extra water is gonna turn it like a thick paste, because now that I have it all combined, I'm just gonna turn on the pan. I mean, if it wants to cooperate, which probably don't want to cooperate. Here we go again with this. Okay. Clicking stopped, and now that's it. Now I'm just gonna let it cook up. I'm not gonna mix it anymore. I'm just gonna turn up the heat just for about a few minutes. When I see it bubbling, then I'm gonna turn it off. Once I turn it off, I'll mix it a couple of times and then it'll be ready. It broke apart, and that's okay. Come on. So, okay, there it goes. It's bubbling. Don't cook the pasta no more. I'm not cooking the pasta no more. Just trying to let it get absorbed by the water. So, or the sauce. The pasta's overcooked. Don't let it on. Because it broke apart. You still have some pieces that are survivors. There's a survivor, and there's half of a survivor. You know what? I like it. It's mushy and it's mine, and I like it. And you can make it less mushy if you want. You know, you have that option. You didn't have to do like I did. You can undercook your pasta and make it al dente to al dente. All right, here we go. That's it. Like I said, I don't want to mix it up too much. I haven't been mixing it. Just leave it alone. And then I'm just gonna cover it. When I cover it, it's gonna dry up and it's gonna get sticky, but I'm gonna cover it. There's a lot of pasta here. That's what I'm talking about, the stickiness. Yes. The live to eat. I overcooked the pasta. It's not al dente. It's para los que no tienen dientes. Ha ha ha. Spanish joke. Okay, so that's it. I'm gonna shut it off. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna wait like 8 minutes and I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back, and it's time to uncover this. Okay, so it came out pretty good, not that bad. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna serve some up. Give it a quick little mix. Like I said, it's kind of like sticky pasta. Okay, so I'll serve some up. Did I figure out how to serve? I'm looking for the pieces. Here we go. That's a nice piece right there. Oh, it's really sticky. Like I said, it's kind of like sticky pasta. If you like the pasta to be a little sticky, that's what it is. Let me get another piece of meat here. Okay, so there you go. Chicken and macaroni. Let me get a nice one so it can look nice. For the camera, look nice. Chicken and macaroni, but it's not yet done. Not done yet. I'm gonna cover this up, and I'm gonna grate some cheese on this. The good Parmigiano Reggiano. Get some of that. Say when. Say when. Say when. Chicken pasta. Chicken with pasta. Delicious. I hope you like the video. Give me a like, follow, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. Bye. Yummy.